Hi, beautiful, hot, sexy, beautiful people. So the reason we got this flash was because it is very compact, easy, it's light, it's easy to pack when we're going somewhere. And it was only like $80 and we just wanted a cheap flash. And this checked all of those boxes for us. So when we get our text images back, we will see how good it is, but for now, it's doing the job. For right now, I'm just gonna show you kind of like how to use it and what we think is a little bit annoying that has to do with this. So the annoying thing about this is that we have a cold shoe, and so we need the wire, and that is super annoying when you're trying to look through the viewfinder and the wire is just like in your way. So we've kind of sort of had to start positioning it like this all the way around the light. It's a little better. It's still kind of annoying, and we might have to end up taping it at some point, but that's one of the most annoying things with this is that you have to kind of squish your face on there to fully get it flush against the viewfinder. It can go manual and automatic here, and you'll know it's on because there is a light there. The light up here also acts as the test button, so you can test your flash with that one there. Here you have a little dial where you can go from full all the way to 1/64. Oh, it went off. Why is it going off? Little dial. It's not on. Why is it doing that? It's not even on automatic. Why is it doing that? I will just show you now how to use it.
Okay, so we're just guessing right now. So we're doing 1/60th. We have Kodak Gold, so only 200 ISO. We're gonna go f-stop f2, and power output is 1/16th. So that's the first one. We'll maybe take two. Yeah, that was the first one. I will do 1/8, just in case. A little brighter.
I'm blind.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! And that's how you use that. Hola, it's a South African me. So we figured out what that problem was. We ended up shooting a wedding, and we were testing our flash during the reception, and there was like moments where it would go off and then moments where it just like wouldn't, like long moments where it wouldn't. I will show you what our film roll looked like. It was mostly blank. It was very sad to see that. I looked on Reddit because there's answers for literally everything on Reddit, and it told me this. We ended up having to hold the flash off of the camera to get the photos, which does kind of get a little annoying because focus-wise, you kind of have to set the focus to about how many feet you think you'll be away and then hope it's in focus. And that's how a lot of street photographers get a lot of their street photography shots, is they just set the focus and then kind of just assume this person is, 3 feet away from them and then take the shot. So it doesn't look like they're actually in their face taking photos. That will be something that we will need to be getting used to. Now we shall move locations, and we are going to show you how to use the light meter, the little baby light meter. Now we're out in the brightness of the sky, and I'm gonna show you the light meter. We got the one with the little reader on the top because it was the only one they had. We really wanted the one with the meter on the back. Not the meter, but the little screen on the back. But yeah, this was the only one they had. This was about probably like $70. So far, it is great. We're trying really hard not to like heavily lean on it. We don't want to get too comfortable. We like to keep it fresh. You're gonna have to get a little closer so I can show you. It has the little sensor here. So you use that, you point that at what you're shooting, and it should tell you the exposure. So there you have 2 buttons on this side and 2 buttons on this side. Change the ISO for the film stock you have to hold this little top button on this side. It doesn't show the ISO, but when you go up and down here, you can change your ISO. So right now we have 200 in there. So I'm gonna keep it at 200, and then you can let go and it'll go back here. The dot is currently on aperture priority, so it'll only change the shutter speed up and down here. It's changing when I move. So I can adjust it to where it's pointing. Here, if you just press it and it changes between shutter and aperture. So if it's on shutter, I can change that. And then my aperture is the one that adjusts. And then aperture, your shutter adjusts. I felt like I made that more confusing than it actually is. Okay, cool. Whatever you prefer, you can have it set to either aperture or shutter priority. And we have it on aperture priority because that's just what we're used to, so we like that. Also, the other thing I was gonna mention was that it didn't come with any like charging cord or anything, but you just use a USB-C, so it has like a little USB-C port at the bottom, and you just plug it into any kind of charger with the USB-C and it'll charge it right up. It also does not display how charged it is, so we just kind of randomly charge it whenever. And so far it's been good. So yeah. Cool. The one I took the picture at was 5.6 and 5.6 and 500.
I guess I'll do 250 and 5.6.
Okay.
You did 500?
5.6, 500, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, it's South African me again. We have started actually overexposing our film because we found that it's easier to bring the highlights down, and if you are underexposing, your shadows get really muddy and kind of gross and you can't really bring that back. So we've started overexposing and putting in, like, say if we have 200 film ISO, we'll start telling our light meter that we have 160 ISO. It meters for something that is 160, not 200, and it makes the photo brighter. I kind of wanted to show a few shots where I've used the light meter in situations where it's really light and really dark. You'll see what I mean when I show you the photo. I really wish I wrote down what I had my settings on for these 3 photos, and I will probably start doing that now, because the more and more I do this, I'm like, God, I wish I knew my settings during this portion of time. The next 3 photos are 3 photos that I had to expose for outside and inside, and then find a sweet spot in the middle, and it really just, like, I mean, it made the pictures look so good. So yeah, that's everything I have on the light meter. Cool, so that's it. Bye.